So, welcome to the Global Meditation. The meditation is focused on love and appreciation, and love and appreciation not only for our journey of our life, but everything that exists currently at this time. Because right now, we're going through a lot of challenges right now in a very powerful, polarized way. And a lot of people would love to make changes in their own reality, would love to make changes on the game of life that we have right now on the world. So we call it a dance of life. So so many people are now also getting a lot more new information coming in and discoveries and so forth within themselves and what is being shared by others and so forth. So we're seeing so much more information around what's happening, why it's happening, who's doing what, who's not doing this, and so forth. We also have a lot of polarized energies in the sense of people that are advancing, growing, raising their vibration and frequency, becoming much more aware of the game of life. And then we have the other part where it's basically a lot of fear based, a lot of pushing and energy around the fear of what's going on, where's this going to lead, the losses of possible jobs, businesses being shut down, and not really knowing when everything is going to get rolling again. Is it possible that something will happen at this point? Not only that, there's a lot of other agendas coming and pushing through right now too, and these agendas about possible, mandating certain protocols like vaccinations and so forth. So there is a lot of that, but the beauty of this and to understand it, I mean, this, as much as that has a lot of push on one end, there is another powerful push on the other end. And the other end is basically this is a very powerful transformation time. This is a part of seeing darkness to a certain degree, and also looking at all the role players and then the intensities of whatever's going on here. So then the confusion comes in. What do we do? Do we blame, fight, do this or that with this group, or do we just go love and light and whatever it is? So there's a lot of that going on right now, feeling between the two. However, what we have to understand is that when we are polarizing ourselves and say, okay, we're love and light, and whatever it is, and we want to be in that point, are we bringing everything into the mix of whatever's going on right now? Or is it the fact that in some way we're swinging to the other side where now we're looking at who to blame, what's going on, who's doing what, and so forth, and seeing that swing? It's still separation. It's still very limited in its capacities to change any part of it. So that's the interesting part of it. So we have this powerful tool within ourselves, which we call love. Okay? And with love comes appreciation. And what is love? Love is actually, and we're talking about different loves. There's the conditional love that is program-based love, where we love, we hate, this is good, this is bad, whatever it is. And it's emotional love, and it's chemistry love. It's all of those types of love, but those are very unstable type of love. Okay. Then there is the love that we have called, and a lot of people have called this unconditional love, where you actually put yourself in a position where you're maintaining that capacity to love without allowing any conditions and expectations to vary the intensity or to change. And a lot of times we say we are in unconditional love. That is much more powerful than the very programmed based love. But then we have this other love. This love is the very essence of all existence. Is the very essence of who you are, which is pure ultimate love. It is source love. It is the very essence that was utilized to create all these realities, including yourself. So this love is very powerful because it's a creative love. It is a love that takes the field of energy, pure consciousness, pure source essence, with no right, wrong, good, bad, or any limits in any way, and then constructs a beautiful, powerful way of experiencing life. And you have to understand that every existence, every universe, galaxy, solar system, planet, physicality of different forms and different beingness and so forth, all come from that creation love. Now, love is also 0 point, neutrality, oneness. That love does not separate any part of it, it sees the beauty of it all. So, how does that apply right now? Right now, we're looking at our polarized world. Okay, and we've just gone through a month ago another energetic split. And what was that energetic split about? That was where we got to play with the different polarities of energies of saying, I'm either going to play in a much more conscious, organic 3D, organic 5D state, or I'm going to really emphasize that inverted matrix, inverted 3D, 2D state, which is what we've been playing for the last 10,000 years. That level is basically focus on fear, survival, struggle, taking advantage, whatever it is. And we talked about it in the episodes prior, where we talked about the different operating systems at that point in time. The Lucifer operating system with the Satan operating system within ourselves and whatever else, all of that stuff. That you can look at the episodes that we had to give you more description. So there's all of that. So that becomes much more intensified. So this is why a lot of people are feeling what they're feeling, but that's given them an opportunity to get into that saturation point, so they don't no longer have to give that much power to it as they did before, where the others are playing in that higher consciousness. They're already emanating in most part organic 3D, organic 5D, and keeping that coming in. So with this right now, we have a playground, we have a platform that is really prepared to support us. Now, we have to understand this love, this appreciation, this 0 point, neutrality, and all of that is also emitted from us, from Gaia, through the various being our physicality, our human entity, our soul, plus it's the energies coming in, and we're getting lots of different energies that are coming in, portals and so forth, and encodements and everything else that is facilitating us. So there's a lot of support, even though this side of the thing where there's still a lot of fear and everything else, this part is supported very powerfully, and this energy is provided in all aspects of it, but it's just the degree of access it would have depending on part of the game that they're playing. So right now, because of all the things that are going on, we wanted to get to the point where we want to utilize this most powerful tool that we have, which is love and appreciation, to really, first of all, activate that within ourselves. Now, even though it's there, a lot of times we put it into a dormant state where we are in love and appreciation for everything. We have to go even to the depth of understanding that we have to be in that state of love and appreciation for our whole journey, from the moment you arrive till now. Whatever happened in between, whatever happened in different stages, what even happened in the lineage, whatever happened in previous incarnation from your human entity, from your body, from your soul, is really bringing all of that in with love, with appreciation, and so forth, so that we can see that that was just a journey. Because when you see it from that state of love, there is no polarity, no separation, no right, no wrong, no good, no bad. You see it from a creator perspective, which that is what you are. You are the creator. You're part of all of the creation that exists, and you are a facet of that creation. The fact that you exist here, the fact that you're experiencing your reality, requires your capacity to utilize that creative energy of yourself, that consciousness and so forth. Now, I know we are so co-creating, so we're actually linking with others to experience that even further. so that we're not only creating for ourselves with other aspects of ourselves. So we're going into that, but it doesn't stop there, because we're not also looking at just our physical form, our physical existence, and our immediate reality. We're also looking at the whole landscape of planet Earth globally. And it doesn't matter who's done what, who's playing what role, what is taking place. It doesn't matter what, civilization or what you want to call humanity has gone through for the last 10,000 years. It doesn't matter who's playing the roles, who changed the operating system, none of that, because now we're going to see all of that with love. So, what happens with that? When we are accessing that love and we're allowing those adjustments within ourselves, and then we're transmitting it throughout the whole world, then that love that we're talking about now is creating a powerful tidal wave of energy and consciousness that doesn't matter what role you are playing, it creates a stimulation or a disruption. Meaning a disruption if you're very polarized, and a stimulation if there's parts of you that are ready to move forward in a big way, in the sense of aligning with that oneness, 0 point energy field of consciousness, of sourceness that you are. So it's very easy in this game right now to take sides, to blame, and all of that. This is what we're going to do. We're going to dissolve all of that, bring it in as a beautiful dance so you could see everything through every aspect of yourself as the creator, as a beautiful dance. That creates a powerful transformation. Polarization does not, because it stimulates the right, wrong, good, bad, or who's blaming whatever, and the fact of saying, well, I'm just going to be light. You can hold, but you want to hold a full spectrum light. That means that all of it is part of it. It's not, source does not separate. These separation experiences are just an illusionary part of the separation that we have created to play this dance of life that we are existing with right now. So, with that understanding, we're going to be doing a meditation focused on love and appreciation. First with yourself, and we're going to walk you through it, and we're going to do it together, and then we're going to extend that to the whole planet. Now, that does not mean just the planet. That means even people and individuals that have come into your life and may have played a polarized role, may have, did you right, wrong, good, or bad about it, or something that we've deemed as wrong. So this goes beyond forgiveness. It basically dissolves every part of it, because the forgiveness has a certain capacity, but it is very low in when you see it with love and appreciation, because now you're now seeing it from source essence that you are, rather than a human perspective of saying, I forgive you, I do this or that, or I'll get rid of that because whatever happened, bygones, or whatever the people like to use. But this is just to see it, because what we want to understand very deeply, that everybody and everything is co-created for our highest good. So that means anyone that has played even the most negative role, the only reason they would able to play that negative role for you is because you've agreed to do so, and there was no mistake for it, because that was what you had agreed to take on as part of the experience and then transmute. Now, as for the individual that plays the negative role, they may have their own operating system that they're sorting through, but that does not matter, because they may continue to play the negative role with others at different degrees, of course. But as long as it involves you, then there is, oh, what's going on here? Why am I experiencing this? Well, it is specifically to you, and that's the part of it. And this is when we're going into love and appreciation. Then you see even the most negative role player as a divine aspect of yourself. Now, what I've said to set the stage here, your ego may want to rebel. But you have to understand the ego is still that operating system that wants to maintain the separation, polarity, the rights and wrongs, good and bad, the blaming, the victimization and victimhood and all of that stuff. However, we're going to send love and appreciation for the ego too, which is just an operating system in our powerful computer, but it's a small part of who we are. So when we send love to our ego mind, then it actually, you're giving it energy and appreciation to a degree that it doesn't know what to do with, because it really operates in a very lower frequency state. And this is why it plays the role it plays, and this is why it puts emotional charges into your experience. So anyways, we're going to do the meditation and we're going to walk through it, and I will walk you through all the different stages. We're going to be accompanied by some music that is tuned to support us through the meditation. And while we're doing that, we're going to close our eyes and we're just going to follow through. So basically at this point, I would recommend that you find a comfortable position, a position that would make you feel very relaxed. You want to take any tension, tightness from the body. You don't want to be uncomfortable. You want to be comfortable. So find a position that's comfortable for you. It doesn't matter how that is, lying down, sitting up, or lotus position, whatever works for you. Make sure that you have whatever you need to be comfortable. It won't be a very long meditation, but I never know how long it goes because I'm not the one that's initiating it. It's just coming through me, or it's basically my soul that actually does this and co-created this with all the people that are attending. So the other thing is the meditation itself can be repeated, and highly suggested that you do repeat it to reinforce it even further. The work that we're going to do is we're going to link this with everybody so that everybody at one level or another will receive the energies that we'll be putting out and the intention that we want to put out. So we can have our own intention. We can have our own way of looking and say, okay, how do I see it? But do not see it as better, worse, or anything like that. Allow your creation, your imagination to kind of see the world that matches you. And the world that's coming from the core, so I would say focus on the heart as you're doing that, because you want to be from that creator essence without all the other levels of programs that may come up at times, saying, well, I'd be happy or feel good or this or that if I have this or that or whatever it is. So that's just still the ego mind and a lot of times of conditioning that we may have taken on. So at this point, just make yourself comfortable. We'll be a couple of minutes as we switch over the system, and then we'll get started. Okay? So as you're comfortable right now, let's put our attention on the breath, and let's be completely present with the breath. And while we're present with the breath, really just gently focus on the full sensation of breathing in and out. By being present with the breath, we flow with the energy of the breath. And just be completely with the sensation. So as you breathe in, feel the beautiful expansion of your lungs. You may also sense the coolness as the air enters your mouth or your nose as it's going through and expanding your lungs. As you exhale, just allow yourself to breathe and exhale slowly, and feel that gentle, relaxed releasing of the lungs and the air within the lungs. And just feel that beautiful rhythm as you breathe in gently and slowly, and as you breathe out. As you continue to focus on the breath, with each breath that you go in and out, each time you exhale, just allow yourself to slide deeper and deeper into a relaxed, peaceful state. Each time you exhale, allow any tension and tightness within your body, just gently let it go. You're breathing out any stress, any tension, any tightness from your body. As you breathe in, just feel that beautiful energy that's coming in within the breath. We're not just only breathing air, it also has consciousness. It also has beautiful supportive energy. As you continue to breathe in and out, going deeper and deeper into that relaxed state. Should the mind make any comments or say something, usually the ego mind likes to interfere. Just observe and just breathe it out. Thank you, I love you. We're not here to resist it. We're not here to push it out. We are just here to acknowledge it and shift our attention and stay with our attention on the breath. As you continue to go deeper and deeper, not only feeling more relaxed, you're feeling more at peace. Accessing that beautiful essence that is light, playful, and relaxed. It's the part of you that sees the journey of a life as a dance. It's the part of you that is not resisting life, but sees the beauty of that life. It's the part of you that is not only the observer, but is the ultimate creator. And as any creator, what you do best is create. What you create, you also observe. And what you create, you experience. It's all together. As the creator, the created, and the observer of creation. As you keep going deeper and deeper, more relaxed, and just being attentive to the breath, we're now going to ask and invite your soul, the highest aspect of yourself, to re-embody your physicality 100%, to be present with you through this experience. Our soul at times would step out, but now we're calling it back and allowing ourselves to feel that essence within ourselves. And our soul is a multi-dimensional aspect of you that has a higher access to the consciousness of Source, which is directly linked to your twin soul, to your oversoul, and any and all other souls that are supportive on this journey. And we ask your soul right now to activate its home frequency. That is the highest frequency that it has been able to obtain from all its incarnations, all of its time in non-form, and all its access points of all experiences that may have taken place. And to facilitate further, we're now going to gently turn up the whole energy of your existence, activating and increasing your very core source essence to the maximum level that your body can contain. Activate maximum source essence within my experience. I acknowledge that I am in this form to be of highest service. I am in this form to partake on this beautiful dance of life. I am in this form to carry my specific frequency, consciousness, and role to facilitate the whole dynamics, the beautiful dance of human life at this particular time of our journey. And as we sit in that energy right now, relaxed, feeling beautifully supported, as we are in this state, not only are you emanating your home frequency, source essence, but we're also allowing all the highest frequencies, codes, activations that is beautifully provided from the energy field that we exist in. The energy is being supported by Gaia and transmitted through our physicality. The energies that are coming in from the sun, from the galactic sun, from all the beautiful planets that are participating. And let's sit in that energy for a couple of minutes. You can gently say to yourself, I am open to receive, activate, and align with the highest aspect of myself to better facilitate this journey of life at this time. Let's gently feel ourselves as the creator, as source, stepping into 0 point, neutrality, oneness. You're not only this body, you are all existence. And you are experiencing all existence now. We feel everything around us as a very harmonious, energetic creation. All polarization merge and become one. As you are part of all that oneness. let's gently put our attention onto our heart. And let's be present with our heart. Just be present and be open to feel how the heart feels. You can feel the beautiful expansion of that love and appreciation within your heart. Just pay attention to that love and appreciation within our heart. And as we are experiencing this love and appreciation, let's take a look at our journey of life. Right now, we go into a state of appreciation and love for everything that you've experienced. From the moment you were born till now. Any event that comes up in your mind, just acknowledge it. Appreciate for its existence, even its polarization of whatever that was. But go into that state of love. For you know who you are. You're a powerful being of creation. And that was part of your creation, in absolute perfection, regardless of the polarity, regardless of the intensities. I love you, my journey. I appreciate you, my journey. I appreciate and love everyone that accompanied us and played various roles on the journey. We no longer hold on to any resistance and judgment about anything. We see the beauty and the love that we've had for each other for all the roles that we've played. For every choice that we made. Every direction that we embarked on. We also appreciate and love our current state of being, no matter what that is. You are perfectly where you need to be right now. That does not mean that it's not going to change, for that is constantly changing. Because you are constantly changing, and you live moment by moment. As we acknowledge ourselves as being this beautiful expression of sourceness in a body on this playground, with much experience that we have gained. We now put our attention on our current reality. It does not matter whatever's playing out right now. Let's acknowledge we are here now. We appreciate what brought us to this moment of now. We have great appreciation and love for the experiences within this moment. Feeling deep appreciation and love for your current body. For everything that the body's experiencing right now. It's perfect no matter what. It's perfect in every way. For we are experiencing that perfection. We have the opportunity to advance in a huge way. Limitless, by being in the state of appreciation and love for right now and everything that brought us to this now. As for the next moment, as for any extended level of future, we realize that we are to create those moments. We are in a very powerful way capable to shape our reality, our life, our world, each moment. All timelines that we may have projected in the future is completely dissolved into one beautiful timeline that we are personally and collectively creating. We are experiencing an advancement of consciousness and an advancement of polarity for the time being that was not part of the timeline to the degree that we are experiencing it. Therefore, a completely brand new, moment by moment creation is the direction that we have chosen to take. Appreciating each moment for its existence and for your beautiful creation, co-creation and personal creation. And I know we have talked about many times within ourselves, I need to love myself. But the interesting part is that we already are that love. So for us to experience that love fully, we now drop all judgment about ourselves, all comparisons about ourselves. See ourselves as the beautiful being that we are. Imagine yourself right now in front of a mirror, looking at yourself as the reflection in the mirror. Look at that reflection of you. Open your heart to that reflection. Allow yourself to experience that love for who you are. Because that reflection is only a small fraction of who you are right now. That is your holographic projection. It is the part that is utilized in this beautiful dance of life on this playground. But at the same time, knowing you are much more powerful than that you see in the mirror. You're much more than what you see in the mirror. You're a beautiful creation that can never make any mistakes, can and will create various experiences for various purposes. So see yourself in that mirror with great love. Thank you. I love you. I thank you, I love you for this journey. I thank you, I love you for this opportunity to be here right now, and for all the time prior to coming here, and our time since we arrived and taken on a beautiful form that I am now looking at in the mirror. Yes, the form has changed at different stages, but that is only part of the dance. I love you. I appreciate you. Feel that love growing within you, because you're accessing that love more purely once we no longer judge, no longer compare. We allow ourselves to be who we are as the beautiful being that we are. So now let's put our attention on this beautiful co-created reality of the dance of life. Let's be completely present with the current state of humanity, the planet, and all the beautiful role players that exist, polarized and otherwise. See the dance that may look even chaotic. See the different aspects of yourself in different forms, playing different roles, at different states of consciousness, in different states of frequency, with different focuses. Let's acknowledge the current status of life, this playground, this beautiful co-created experience. You are here now because you chose to participate. through this transformation, chose to participate in redesigning, reactivating the truest form of this human experience, the human embodiment and playground we call Earth, with all our beautiful sentient beings, with Gaia, and all aspects of ourselves as humans. Seeing the beautiful dance, and opening our heart even more, and without any intention of changing anything, but to embrace our current state of being, extend this love to anyone and everyone, no matter what role they are playing. Doesn't matter what negativity and focus of lower vibration or what operating system they are. Just extend your heart with great love to them. And with your heart, I thank you. I love you for your polarized role. I thank you. I love you for all the beautiful beings that are vibrating at a higher frequency. We're doing this together. We have chosen to play together. So let's take a moment, and anyone that comes to mind that you may have an issue with, personally and in the landscape of this playground, in whatever role they're in, whatever position they're in, and whatever part of the world they're in, just open your heart, acknowledge them, appreciate them, thank them, and send them love. That is how we create the most powerful transformational capacity and opportunity. If you feel any reservation, just drop it. Just open your heart fully. And you can say it in your mind, you can say it energetically. I love you. I thank you. I appreciate you. The whole beautiful landscape of the world. I thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. So just let our imagination go. And anybody that shows up, any groups, anything that we felt in one way or another as good, bad, right, wrong, let it present. Acknowledge it, thank them, and send love. We're using the most powerful tool of creation. Be present with that love you're extending. They are you in different embodiments, taking on different roles. You knew that they were here. You knew the current game. You were excited to come here on this planet. You're excited to be participating in the way that you are able to do so now, along the whole stage of life. be in that deep appreciation. Thank you. I love you. The more love you beam through you, the more you're able to access. And the higher the vibration in your body increases, the more love you flow in this beautiful dance, the deeper the connection of your sourceness in your consciousness, in your experience becomes part of you as your utilization moving forward. So let that love flow. You are an infinite essence of source. You are love personified. You are infinite. You are a representation of Source itself. As a beautiful piece of its creation with a very specific signature and offering. By opening up our hearts even further, feel the connection with everything that exists on this playground we call Earth. Everything and anyone experiencing no separation from anyone or anything. You are Gaia. You are all sentient beings. You are all forms of physical existence. We now choose to become even more active in our purely chosen role as a channel of consciousness and energy, as a role of a representation of Source, a representation of a human experience, a human embodiment in its most profound, beautiful, pure state. Just imagine embracing the whole world as you extend your arms in your mind, wrapping the whole world in everyone and everything, and bringing it close to your heart. And the world and everything on it becomes part of your heart, that love that you have. Knowing that you are now raising the quotient of love throughout this beautiful playground. And knowing in the depth of your beingness that we are upgrading our experience of life personally and collectively. We have already chosen for the highest expression within this current creation or timeline. And there are so many of us right now, aspects of ourselves that are all beautiful contributors to this beautiful new, higher, expanded consciousness and source essence. All of us sharing the most powerful aspect of ourself, and that is love. We love you. We thank you. Together, united, we transform the world no matter what state it is presently in, and what state the collective humanity expression may be in, no matter what roles they may have. what construct exists, what systems exist, or whatever has happened up to this point in time. We are taking an active role of redesigning it to match the highest state of who we are, and that is so. Nothing is outside of us. All of it is within all of us. Allowing our love to expand even further throughout the solar system, the galaxy, and our universe. You're a powerful, radiant beam of life or light, expressing life, expressing creation. And now let's put our attention back onto the breath. We have chosen to be present in this embodiment of our physicality. And we're going to use the breath to take us gently back into a conscious awareness of our present reality. The reality of being in a physical form. Reality of our environment, of immediate environment around us. The reality of this beautiful planet, communities and otherwise that exist, that you have co-created up to this point in time. But this will no longer in any way, shape or form limit you moving forward. You are now in the driver's seat of that creation in a conscious state more than ever. So as we put our attention on the breath, let's be present with the full sensation of the breath. Feeling that beautiful movement as you breathe in and out. Acknowledging the rhythm of the breath as a rhythm of life. Life is to be taken in, experienced, and gently released and shared. We are fluid beings, living each moment as brand new. Our history is no longer than a moment long. The future is no longer than a moment. For we are creating each moment, moment by moment. We are dissolving every past moment, only retaining the consciousness and awareness gained. And as we are more focusing on the breath, let's use the next 5 breaths to bring us into a complete awakened state, being fully aware of your presence in the environment you may be at this time. After the 5th breath, in and out, gently open your eyes and be present. Each breath, you're becoming more and more aware of your presence, your reality, what we call the physical existence. Now gently open your eyes. Just observe of your surroundings. Well, thank you for this beautiful co-creation and this beautiful experience. And use this meditation time to time to reinforce this love that we have brought into our reality as a part of our personal reality and our collective reality. We're moving forward in a huge way, and we are taking a more active, conscious role in being part of this beautiful transformation that we are going through. This realization puts us into a very empowered state and gives us the opportunity to see that nothing is happening outside of our capacities to really shape it in ways that most align with you now. So thank you for being part of this co-creation and being part of this beautiful dance together. So let's go out and experience life in a completely new way that you have participated in co-creating and elevating. Thank you.